Hello, my name is Christina Stone Kaiser. I am cooking once again today from the Forks Over Knives Winter Magazine. So you get sick of your cookbooks. Apparently 62 recipes in one magazine. Just amazing. And I am making something that is called, I don't even know if you'll be able to see it, stuffed sweet potatoes. But I can actually show you a picture on the previous page. So here is a picture of what we're going for. So the sweet potato gets cut open. There's a barbecue sauce with some jackfruit and lentils, topped with pickled onions and cucumbers. Lots going on and lots of things that I have not really tried before. This is like an experiment day to the nines. So first of all, I'm going to just show you this barbecue sauce. So we're basically making a barbecue sauce from scratch. Let me see if I can put a light on. So this is tomato sauce. It would be 1 can of tomato sauce to a tablespoon of sugar, a teaspoon and a half of chili powder, a half teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of oregano, 2 cloves of garlic, and I think a half teaspoon of did I say paprika? I did. So here's the thing with that. I'm making a cinquette batch. I don't know. So I've got 5 15-ounce cans. So when I went ahead and added all my stuff, I did the paprika and the chili powder and the sugar to spec. I did the ginger to spec. There's a half teaspoon of ginger per. But I took the oregano down to half because I don't think oregano is that tasty. Also, instead of 2 cloves of garlic, I just went with garlic powder. So it is quite like you're making your own, and it's got a lot of nice sweetness in there. So to that, what we're going to do is add, and this is totally new for me, and I know I didn't do it right, but so because you're supposed to have a green jackfruit, and I have a yellow, so I bought these in a can. They came whole, and I diced them, but then there was only 2 cans, so I also bought this stuff in like a vacuum sealed pack, which doesn't look at all the same, but it was seasoned with like oil. So this jackfruit, this yellow one here, almost tastes like a peach, but with a more substantial flesh. But this one has been seasoned with like garlic powder and onion powder and stuff, so it no longer tastes like, it almost tastes like a meat substitute. So that's what people use it as. They often use it in barbecue. So I'm using all of that. That's going to go in. This is a totally new thing for me. And since it's not green, I don't know really the difference between green and yellow. The fiber content between the one in the vacuum pack versus the one in the can is totally different. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of different things about this one, but I'm giving it a shot. We're going to see how this bears out. That goes in. It would normally be a can of the jackfruit to the thing that you were doing and a cup of lentils. So last night I went ahead, I was already making rice, so I threw in 2 dry cups of lentils with 4 cups of water, put it in the rice cooker on white rice, and va-va-voom, we're done and we're ready for today. So that is roughly 5 cups because I've got a 5-way batch going here. And that's going to go in and do its thing as well. So this is going to create, and I can bring you closer. I somehow broke my tripod, so now I'm like managing. Now I need technical support to come and help me with my tripod. But so I'm going to mix all of this together. And you see what's going to happen here, right? Is you're going to get this kind of chunky sauce, which should be just jam-packed full of flavor. I should make sure the burner's actually on. So I've got it on low because tomato sauce really splatters. So that is going to do its thing. It's really just warming, like 5 minutes of warming. And so you can actually buy lentils canned too, just to say, if you're in a hurry. So then this gets topped with something called pickled onion. And you can do pickled onion in a number of ways. This one called for a quick pickle, which was supposed to be a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar to 2 teaspoons of sugar that you would bring to a boil and then just pour over your 1 cup of onion. Of course, I did like a triple batch here. So you could also skip making that boil and just let them do their thing. Pickling for a couple hours would be best. But these actually have pickled overnight, so they're good and pickly. And then you would just drain off any of the extra liquid. But I love pickled anything, pickled cabbage, pickled onion. And then for a little bit of color, a little bit of crunch, texture, just some chopped cucumber. So roughly, right, they're diced basically. So in order to do that, I would take a round and divide it 3 ways and then flip it on a flat side, cut, 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 cut. And that's how I created that dice. And then you've got your sweet potatoes. So these have all been washed and poked. I've got them on a pan. She calls for a rectangular dish. So I've got 11 sweet potatoes. So I've just got a silicone mat down here to catch the drippings because sweet potatoes do a lot of oozing. But you do need to put the slit in them, whether it's a fork or a knife, because they explode. Potatoes explode otherwise. So another way you can do it is wrap them all in foil, but it goes in the oven 425. She says 40 to 60 minutes. I would check it and give yourself an hour and a half just in case. But the thing is about cooking like that is you can cook those at one point and then heat later if you need to. Another possibility, you can take a crock pot and cook up to as many will fit. I fit 4, 5 sweet potatoes in a crock pot. Let them just cook on low all day, 8 hours. And then you get the softest sweet potato possible. So that is another way to do it. But I'm cooking way too many sweet potatoes. So that's all the components, right? You've got your sauce, you've got your pickled onion, you've got your cucumbers, you've got your potato, and you've got a meal. That is a meal. But if you want, of course, you could serve it with a salad or a soup or something like that. All right, wish us luck. I'll let you know in the comments how it is. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.